But we're going to Miami. Think of Will Smith and his bad rap songs. Oh my God. I like pretty girls. Sorry. A Miami police officer who's no stranger to legal trouble is again facing criminal charges. This time, prosecutors say for giving his ex-girlfriend a traffic ticket. Only problem, according to the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, is that the ex of Zamir Vargas Valero wasn't even in South Florida or the country, for that matter, when she supposedly broke a traffic law.
All right, who amongst us?
Do you hear the shit I just fucking said? Bro, she all right, maybe she didn't break the speed limit, but she did break my heart. All right, maybe she didn't break the...
Is it not? Wait, that's not a crime? I could have sworn that was a crime. It should be a crime.
Bro, you do some shit like this. I know she was on the phone. She's like, you see why I broke up with you, right? You do this goofy shit. You do goofy shit like that. Fuck, I do goofy shit like this. But
yeah. And it's, keep going.
She was instead deployed overseas, they said. She was deployed overseas.
I wish it told us where. It doesn't tell us where.
I know.
We have no idea, you know. It could be anywhere.
She's over for just fucking...
could be in Djibouti, could be in Hawaii.
Fighting Yemenis, fucking... I don't know.
Yeah, that's where our instinct goes. But it's like, the fact is, our bases are in most places on Earth, then not. So she could be anywhere. Yeah, she could be in Hungary. She could be having a blast.
I know. Anytime my mom was like, I was overseas, my dad would always be like, you were on a nurse's ship. You ain't have to do shit. You were overseas, my ass. All my family loves to talk about my mom. They'll be like, she would send us pictures of her. You know, like girls who like post pictures of like them, like, I'm working on laptops outside of the beach.
Yeah.
My family,
the poolside, the hot dog legs. Get your hot dog leg.
That's how my family describes my mom at war. She would send back pictures and they just were like, she having too much fun.
Yeah.
It's war. It's the Gulf War. Why can't she? My dad did not respect it. Anyway, she was instead deployed overseas, they said. Prosecutors announced criminal charges for Vargas Valero, 37, on Thursday. Vargas Valero is accused of issuing the traffic citation by improperly using the computer credentials of a fellow officer. Miami Police Department investigators determined that the officer who supposedly issued the ticket was on disability leave at the time. Wasn't nobody around.
Bro, this is the most suspicious ticket in the history of mankind. The lady's in fucking Iraq right now. The man has no legs.
Who did this? You were bound to get caught, bro. There was no thinking. There was no like, and then what? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. What happens when she comes back?
The ticket was written on college rule notebook paper.
What happens when she fights the ticket? I'm not thinking about that. We're just gonna do this. I'm Bro, Vargas Valero is facing official misconduct and computer crime charges. One of the most okay, you want to know if a guy is, I don't even like using the word simp, but just like a loser, creepy to women? Let them have computer crime charges. That's one of the creepiest crimes you can have on your dot. Computer crime?
Yeah.
You a cyber stalker, bitch? Is what you know?
Computer crime? You better be stealing money from banks or something cool, bro.
Yeah, dog. If you was on the internet harassing women with crime to a criminal point,
better be financial crimes you're doing, bro.
You better fucking, dog. If this has anything to do with you used the computer and it got dark.
Yeah,
right, anyway.
But then you're like Miami-Dade police officer. All right. I don't see white collar in any of this shit.
Vargas, Vargas Valero is facing official misconduct and computer crime charges, and it's not the first time he faced legal peril. A 5-year veteran of MPD at the time, Vargas Valero was arrested by Davie Police on August 23rd, 2022. He was accused of domestic violence after Davie Police said he choked his then romantic partner in front of her son. Broward court records show the case was later dropped because, of course.
Isn't it insane how the footnotes of articles about the police is like so revealing?
It's always they just drop the craziest. Yeah. Also, he was caught being the hanged man of Missouri. He's like, what?
He was murdered his wife on his way to his promotion into the Miami-Dade Police Department.
His fingerprints were found everywhere the Zodiac Killer was.
Yeah.
So wait, he was a Zodiac killer?
He was found planting thermite on the World Trade Center the day before 9/11.
Why is this the last
During
note?
his interview to be hired as a police officer at Miami-Dade.
In a 12-paragraph, 4-page article, the last thing would be just the most revealing criminal, darkest shit you read about any human being.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, no. I would. It's just so funny to see dudes who just use their fucking that badge, the power of their badge, to stalk fucking their exes. That's crazy. Training day with this guy would be crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga just walk in there. So what are we doing? Kicking in fucking bitches who ghosted me doors. Day one.
Yeah. He's like, we're taking on the most dangerous criminals this city has to offer. By like the 5th, like exact same type of woman in a row, you're like starting to have suspicions. Like, are these the most dangerous criminals in the city? Trust me.
I got to interrogate an informant real quick. Where was Keisha last night? Just beating the shit out of her. Where was I? I told you I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking.
He's like, I think there's a guy selling drugs over there. Not yet. We're busy.
They gotta get the answers I want. He pulls out gasoline.
Yeah. There's an old lady being mugged across the street. Shut the fuck up. You're interfering with police work.
King Kong ain't got shit on me, Keisha. Yeah, no.
Yeah, love it. Love that he was arrested for domestic violence. They were like, all right, strike one. Yeah, you know our system.
All right. We'll give you a warning. That's a warning, mister. Yeah. Choking your girlfriend out in front of her son, that's a warning around here.
Yeah.
All right. What the fuck? All right. But yeah.
Now you know to not have the sun around when you're doing your business. That's why it's strike one.
Listen, true justice is that kid seeing that and getting vengeance 20 years later, samurai style. Yeah. You choked my mother in front of me.
Yeah.
The cop's like, I knew one day you get
my name is Maximilian.
You choked my mom when I was 8 in front of me and you didn't get, nobody did anything. For some reason.
You wrote my mother a ticket while she was in Hawaii. And I will have my revenge.
Jokes. I knew it.
Oh my God.
You don't have the balls to write me a ticket.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
you're right though. That's why you said it in the beginning of the episode that even the fun episode at the end does have violence against women in it. So damn, this is the best we could offer y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I literally apologize.
It's fun because it ain't fun. That's just dark. That's just
fuck. Sorry, it's the best we can do,
best
y'all.
we can do, guys.
It's the best we can do. We tried to make it fun at the end.